Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story, and today we're in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at the Chrysler Nationals, and I saw Anne Kriebel. Good to see you again.
Hi Lou, how are you?
I am good, and Anne has a survivor car. Anne, what did you bring today?
I brought a 1967 GTX. It's a EE1 blue with white interior.
So this 67 Plymouth GTX, well, let's go right to our featured attraction. Now come on back. Now, did your husband Dave find this, or?
He did. We had a 2016 Plum Crazy Hellcat, and I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, everybody's got a Hellcat. They're not special anymore.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
I said, everybody's got a Hellcat, and they're not special anymore, so I really wanted something special. And so
everybody's got a Hellcat.
We went looking. We were originally looking for a lift-off hood car.
So like a, what are they? A12?
Or a Roadrunner or a CPB. And he sent me a picture of this. He said, I know it's not a lift-off hood car, but what do you think about it? And I said, I love it. And, you know, it's all original. The only thing we changed in the wheels were and the tires. And
how did you find an all-original car with the add-on tack? But regardless, how did you, I mean, where does this stuff even show up at?
This was at, we found it on eBay, and it was at a dealer in Ohio. So
what's the backstory on how this thing lasted? And might I add, looks this good?
It was owned by a couple, and the husband died. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, and it was the last of his collection that the widow got rid of. And she was actually very nice to talk to her on the telephone, and she had this stored for years and years, and she said she couldn't
let it go.
Couldn't let it go.
Sport mirror.
Yep.
So this must have been his favorite.
Yes, it was. It was absolutely his favorite. And she was getting on in years, and she decided it was time. So, fortunately for us, it became available, and we loaded up the trailer, got in the truck at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You couldn't wait to get there.
No, couldn't wait to get there, and we drove 800 miles in a day to get this car.
And you're smiling the entire time.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's open the trunk, shall we?
It was an adventure.
Wow. It's like a little magic story, this car.
Yes.
I mean, the quarters. How many miles are on this car?
Almost 34,000.
Wow. And the spare tires under there.
Yeah.
I'll just show people that from there. Trust me, it's under there. Okay. Wow.
And it's got the original exhaust tips from 1967. My husband and I are just amazed about how untouched this car is.
My mouth is open. All right, let's close that, shall we? Always thought these were the best gas caps. So good. May I open it?
Sure.
Thank you.
It has a very rare option with the buddy seat. Apparently there's not very many.
Really?
Yes.
So let's feature that. The GTX was the upgrade Roadrunner.
Belvedere.
Belvedere, excuse me. Thank you. Look at the headliner. Everything. And look at you with the right amount of pedals.
No, it had to be a 4-speed.
Say that one more time.
It had to be a 4-speed.
Oh, that is great. Okay, I'm confused. Because, not that I'm not confused by. There you go. But we have fuel. I thought that was a tack at first, but here's our tack.
Yes. So David added the tack and the fuel pressure and the oil pressure gauges afterwards, so we could keep an eye on them.
He wants to keep it original and yet still running.
Yes.
We'll take a few precautions with this one. always thought the GTX logo was pretty cool. Just the way they staggered the... And look at this. Look at that. There you go. All right, let's open the hood, shall we? How often do you drive it, Anne?
Not as often as I like since the pandemic, but it's going to be my sunny day car to take to work, but I'm working remote now.
Super Commando 440.
As insert a card.
May I?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Put that right there. Right. And it goes right there. We just show where that goes. While I'm here, you gotta love that. The paint missing. And there's a... Because it was the GTX, I'm assuming the chrome valve covers
Yes.
will add on. Let's fire it up, shall we? And then I'll get a little rumble from behind, and then you can give it a rev. Get a little exhausted there. Just let it idle for a moment. If you step on the brakes for 1 minute. Perfect. We can take our foot off the brakes. Let me just listen to it rumble for a moment. Oh, that's a great sound. Go ahead, Ann, give it a rev. That was going to be she's going. She smiles and enjoys it. All right, we'll shut that down. Brings out the little boy and the little girl in us.
Oh yeah, it sure does.
Come on out. Look at that, all original. Well, Anne, what a treat to have you and see your car, and I'm so glad that you waited, and what a wonderful, wonderful car. Thanks for being on My Car Story.
Thank you very much for having me.